I'm stuck in my throat. Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalrin, and I want to show you something really interesting. Something really, somebody's gonna think this is pretty bullshitty, but look at this. I did 2 leaps, then Goblin glided to about the middle, then I went to my Godzilla form to get about to halfway through, pick up a buff real quick while doing the new brawl, and then I got one more leap ahead of me. I leap right here. Now I want you to freeze frame the video now. Take a look at where I'm at and where I started. Take a look at the furthest the alliance has gotten so far. You can see that guy in the corner? And that's apparently Tank Demon Hunter. Now before we go on, I do want to give you a little bit of a context for this video. So in this week for the brawl, we have the Warsong Scramble. An awesome brawl where you have 3 flags on each team, 10 maximum caps, and I believe you can just run flags and cap even if you don't have a flag in your base. So you can just have a bunch of people running flags all over the place. And you have a bunch of orbs, think like Mario, with random buffs. Some of them are a grip, like a Death Knight grip. Then you also have a knockback, like a big monk kick. You have the Ashran Dome, where once people step inside, they can't escape and they keep getting teleported to the middle. There's a lot of these in the game. And it's exciting brawl, and at first I thought maybe it wasn't going to be that great, but after playing it this week, I thought, wow, this is actually a really fun brawl, as I was able to experience it on my Rogue, Survival Hunter, Shadow Priest, Instacast build, Demonology Warlock, and my Demon Hunter all together with a stream. So I felt like running and doing this with a stream and playing a bunch of wacky builds was a lot more fun than just doing it on my Rogue and just really trying to win. Because we weren't trying to win, but we won all 5 in a row. So I was able to get all my characters for that weekly bonus with the brawl. Thank God I'm a horde, right? But one of the things I wanted to do as a Demon Hunter is play a little bit of tank. I've done a video before with Deep Wind Dunk, where in Deep Wind Gorge, the brawl for Deep Wind Gorge, instead of flags you have orbs like of Quat Mogu, and you run those orbs to the enemy's base and you dunk it in a hoop, almost like basketball. Now I could have done this with any of the classes, like maybe a Fury Warrior, Retribution Paladin, or a Demon Warlock in tank form, and the only one I had is the Demon Tank, so I decided, hey, I'm just gonna make a video of me just running the orbs back to back to back. Because all I needed for that mechanic is to get close enough to the orb area, then do my 2 leaps, then do my Godzilla form where I literally just stomp around through the whole map, get near the area, and use my extra action button to dunk and then fly away. As a Demon Hunter, you could even cheese the gate at both sides of Horde and Alliance and leap over it if you just mark your ability for the leap in a specific location. And I have a cursor macro, so I can do it very easily and very quickly. So it was really hard for people to catch me. Even though they tried, all I needed to go is do Metamorphosis, so I get a bunch of tankiness to me, bunch of health, even a leech effect, and it was just insanity. And I thought it was hilarious, but also kind of cheap because no one can stop me and my mobility. So I thought, what if I do the same thing in this brawl? In this brawl, you can just basically be a tank and run flags the whole time from one side to the other. And I feel like a lot of other classes, like Fury Warrior and Red Pally, also can do this. They have some cooldowns in order to make them a little bit tanky. They have CC, maybe it's a stun or AoE fear, or you are a little tank as a Demon Hunter. And you can just leap from one side to another, 2 leaps, a glide, and then you have your Godzilla form where you just stomp around all over the place in an unstoppable fashion. Now I thought, why not? And I came up with this footage for you. Now, Legion is the kind of expansion that has been very interesting. At first we had people complaining about legendaries, oh, they never drop, and now they're dropping from goddamn Blinktrons. Just want to share the fact that I got legendary from Blinktron. It's amazing, insane. Now, I personally think this was hilarious. I had a lot of fun running this, I can't deny. It was one of those scummy fun things, you know? It's as scummy as being a Subtlety Rogue with a 30-second vanish. I mean, as soon as I see a Death Knight or a Warrior or a Hunter pop cooldowns, I vanish. They can't find me. I wait out those cooldowns. After that's done with, I got my cooldowns, and my cooldowns are shorter than yours. I can burst you a lot more often than you can. And it makes me feel dirty. It almost makes me feel like I should take an acid bath and just wash myself after this. You know, I don't know how I feel about this. But I did want to share it with you. I thought it was hilarious on stream just to be able to run as this Godzilla back and forth with a flag, getting 4 caps back to back. Now, and normally I try to make this video as maybe a question-based video, but I guess we should throw this in there. How do you feel about tanks? Like I said, somebody's mobile with CC over fear, silence. There's that grip type mechanic with the mobility of a demon hunter, the fly, the glide, the everything. How would you feel about that if that was, let's say, in rated PvP? And it still is right now. Avenged Demon Hunter is apparently really good for RBGs. But I feel like this kind of mechanic is almost like an abuse of a mechanic that normally wouldn't happen. I mean, I'm just playing the objective. I'm running flag from enemy's base to mine and just using all the abilities in my utility, but it almost feels like it's abusing a mechanic. So I guess that's kind of what I want to target to you guys. Do you feel like this is kind of like abusing a mechanic, or if this is fine in the game? I'm not quite sure how I feel about it still. I just know it's a lot of fun, but it's also feels dirty. There's a reason it feels dirty. I can't quite put a finger on it, but it feels dirty. So what do you think? Let me in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the brawl. Let me know what you think about that one as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video.